Good morning, students. In the last term, we discussed the absolute error, relative error, and the percentage error. Now, today we are going to discuss the combination of error. So, we will first discuss the error of sum, then error of difference, thereafter error of product, and then the error of quotient. So error of sum, suppose that there is a physical quantity A and there is another physical quantity B. These two physical quantities, the sum of these two physical quantities are dependent on a third physical quantity, suppose Z. So if we measure the physical quantity A and physical quantity B separately and then put in this formula, so what will be the error in the measurement of A and error in the measurement of B that will propagate in the measurement of Z? For example, the perimeter of a rectangle, it is written as 2 sum of length and breadth. So we are measuring length and breadth like A and B. Perimeter is again a quantity that we are measuring not directly but in terms of length and breadth. So when we are measuring length, some error may we commit in measurement of breadth also, we may commit some error. So these errors in the measurement of length and breadth will propagate in the measurement of the perimeter, that is in Z. So suppose that when we measure physical quantity A, so plus minus delta A and plus minus delta B. Suppose plus minus delta B is the absolute error in measurement of physical quantity A. Similarly, the plus minus delta B is the absolute error in the measurement of physical quantity B. So how do we write the physical quantity after the measurement? We write it A plus minus delta A. As we discussed earlier, we write the result A mean plus minus delta A mean, that is A plus minus delta A. A mean is what? A mean is the nearest value. Nearest to what? Nearest to true value. So we code the result in this way, A plus minus delta A. Similarly, this B will be written in this way, A B plus minus delta B. Now suppose that the delta plus minus delta Z is the error that exists in the measurement of Z, that this error del plus minus delta Z we have not measured directly. We have to find it out. What error will propagate in the measurement of this Z, that is perimeter, for example. So this error plus minus delta Z will be dependent on this measurement of the physical quantity A and measurement of physical quantity B, that is on these two quantities. So let us see how is this absolute error in the measurement of Z is dependent on the errors that have been propagated in the measurement of these physical quantities A and B directly. So let us write this equation Z with errors can be written as plus minus with error. Equation 1 can be written as Z plus minus delta Z, A plus minus delta A plus B plus minus delta B. Now let us solve this. So when we solve this, we get A, and when we open this bracket, so plus B. So take this plus B, or first we open it, so plus minus delta A, here plus B plus minus delta B. Take B this side, so we write A plus b, keep inside the bracket, plus minus, write in bracket delta a plus delta b. We can write it in this way. Now from equation 1, what is a plus b? A plus this is equal to what? This is z plus minus delta z. Now this a plus b, according to equation it is z. So we can write z plus minus delta z is equal to z plus minus delta a plus delta b. Now this z is cancelled. So we get what? We get plus minus delta z is equal to plus minus delta a plus minus delta b. Now our purpose is to find the maximum error that has been propagated in any kind of measurement. So maximum, to find the maximum error that is propagated in the measurement of z, we will take only the positive sign and we will ignore all the negative signs. So delta z max, that is maximum error propagated in the measurement of z, will be this delta a plus delta b. We will ignore the negative sign. So this length that is measured directly, suppose error propagated in delta L and the breadth measurement, the error was delta b. So the error in the measurement of perimeter, for example delta b, will be suppose, so it will equal delta L plus delta b. Now next let us calculate the or find the error of difference. Error of difference. So in the same way, let us suppose that there is a physical quantity A and there is a physical quantity B again. But these two physical quantities are dependent on a third physical quantity Z in the form of difference. That is, this physical quantity Z is equal to the difference of the two physical quantities A and B. For example, if we want to determine the, suppose that this is a columnar structure. This is a columnar structure. Now, what is the area? Outer area. Outer area, suppose, is A1. Now, what is the inner area? This inner area is A2. So, what is the area of this? What is this area? This area delta A will be equal to this, which one is more? A2. So, this A1, so A1 minus A2. So this area delta A, that is this much, is dependent on these two areas. So here this delta A is Z and this A is A1 and B is A2. So in that case, how do we determine the error in the measurement of Z? In the same way as earlier, we will suppose that plus minus delta A and plus minus delta B are the errors, absolute errors in the while we measured quantity A and quantity B separately. And let us suppose, we don't know what is this, but let us suppose that plus minus delta Z is the error, absolute error that have been propagated in the measurement of Z, okay, due to errors committed in the measurement of A and B directly. So we can write this equation 1 as Z plus minus delta Z is equal to A plus minus delta A minus B plus minus delta B. With errors, this equation can be written in this way, or we can write this A plus minus delta A, this minus B, and this will become minus plus delta B. This minus plus minus and this minus plus. Now this can also be written as Z plus minus delta Z is equal to A. Take this minus B this side and this plus minus delta A and minus plus delta B. Now you know that this from equation 1, this A minus B is equal to Z. So we can write here Z plus minus delta A minus plus delta B. Now this can be therefore written, this Z will be cancelled and therefore we can write it as this plus minus delta Z is equal to plus minus delta A minus plus delta Z, delta B. Now, as earlier you want, our purpose is to find the maximum error in the measurement of any physical quantity. So, for maximum error, what do we do? We ignore the negative sign, we take all these things positive. So, delta max, delta Z max, maximum error in the measurement of Z will equal to delta A plus delta B. So, this is the maximum error in the measurement of Z, this physical quantity, where it is dependent on the two other physical quantity in the form of difference. Thank you.